Hello, everybody. Welcome to Manifesting Your Desires. I'm Lisa Rose. Thanks for signing up for this webinar. We only have 30 minutes, so let's get started, okay? So this webinar, it's being recorded, and I'll send you a link tomorrow in your email for the replay. So the replay is for your personal use, so I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't post that or share that in any way publicly other than, using it for yourself. So thanks for that. And today I'm using Zoom as my webinar platform, and my video's turned on so you can see me. And your video is turned off for privacy because I'm going to be sending this link out to everybody. And your microphones are muted to eliminate any sort of background sounds. Sometimes there's dogs barking and people walking, and all that ends up showing up on the recording. So I have it all quiet so you'll hear my voice on the replay rather than 50 dogs, in 50 houses barking. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the chat button to post your comments and questions during the webinar. And the chat button is located at the bottom of your screen. So we'll have time for questions and answers for Q&A at the end of, towards the end of the webinar, which is only 30 minutes. So I'd like to start by having you test your chat button. And go ahead and post your location in the chat. And let me know where you are in the world today. Where are you listening to me from? Okay, so it looks like that's working. Okay, good. So on to manifesting your desires. So let me start by saying the content of this webinar comes from my new online course called Manifesting Your Desires with Lisa Rose, which is being launched today. And I'm really excited about that. And you're part of that journey for me. And I wanted to share with you that the course was created from a conversation that I had. Last fall, I was on the phone with a friend who was talking about his desire to expand his business to include producing music for other musicians. And he said, I pray that happens. And I pray that happens every day, Lisa, that I'm going to be able to produce for other musicians. And I said to him, you can do more than that. You can manifest, and I'll show you how to do it. And you'll have your first client in less than 6 months. So the point is that wishful thinking and hoping and praying are all very nice, but they will not manifest for you. And that's because all three of those give your power away. And manifesting happens when you are empowered and focused. And so what I did that day was I sat in my garden and made 6 videos with my iPhone describing how I manifest. I've been doing it for years, and I just described the method that I use, and I sent it to my friend. And my friend, he thanked me for the videos, and he had his first client within weeks. Since then, which was last fall, he's produced 4 albums for clients and counting. So I decided to turn those iPhone videos into a full course so I could share what I practice with others, and that's how Manifesting Your Desires was born, out of a conversation and out of my desire, to manifest and share what it is that I know in a course. So you're here today because you want to manifest something that you desire. That's why you signed up. That's why you're here. So the first question for you is, what do you want to manifest in your life within the next 6 months? And go ahead and post that in the chat for me. Let's take a look. Those of you that want to share, you don't have to share, but those of you that want to share in this webinar, go ahead and post what it is that you would like to manifest within the next 6 months. First thing that comes off the top of your head, or the first thing that your heart says when it's speaking to you. And if you got it, how would you feel? Go ahead and post that. If you got what you wanted, how would you feel? Now I want you to imagine that you already have it. You already have what you desire. You manifested it. It's done. What problem did that solve for you? Or how did it change your life? And go ahead and post that in the chat. what you're doing here, what you've just done, is you began the process of manifesting your desire by focusing on what you want and thinking about the details. That's what you've done. You've already started the manifesting process. In this webinar, I'll be talking about 3 things. I'll be talking about why having a clear focus is so important in manifesting, why visualization is a great manifesting tool, and the number 1 reason why your manifesting powers may be blocked. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about. Obviously, the full course talks about a lot more, and I'll chat with you about that a little bit later. But this is what we'll be talking about in this webinar. So let's start with focus. Okay, focus. Manifesting begins with thinking. It begins with your thoughts. Everything has energy, including your thoughts. All right, so where intention goes, energy flows, but it starts with your focus. Now, you can't even have an intention until you have some focus. Energy moves, it's transforming, it makes changes happen, it sets things in motion. So when your thoughts are laser focused, you'll manifest more quickly. So here, let me give you an example. Here's an example. Let's say I really want to go away on vacation, but I probably won't be able to because it's so expensive. And if I could afford it, I would go. In this example, right, what I think is that the vacation I want is too expensive and I won't go. And that's exactly what I'm going to get because that's where my focus is, on not getting it, right, by adding that little disclaimer in there. In order to change that up, you would manifest in detail by beginning to focus on the detail, right? So think about what you really want, just like ordering lunch at a restaurant, right? Now imagine you're ordering it from the universe. And the universe doesn't care what you order. It will help to deliver to you exactly what it is that you thought, right? So therein lies the key. Be careful about what it is that you're thinking about when you're trying to manifest. So as we just saw in this example, what we think, which could include excuses and fears, isn't always what we want, which is what our desire is. So refine your thinking so you are laser focused about what you desire to manifest. That's the first step. So here's another example. Let's say I want a part in a movie sometime in the next 6 months, so I feel happy about my career and I feel financially secure. But only if I don't have to move, and only if the money is good, and only if I don't already have something else scheduled. So the question is, do you have this habit, right, of making excuses or listing your fears together with what it is that you desire? If you do, stop it. Just stop that right now. Okay, because what you fear will appear rather than what it is that you desire. So sometimes you may have to do some work on yourself to quiet your inner critic and fears before you can successfully manifest. So that work needs to be done. And those habits need to be broken before you're going to actually be able to start successfully manifesting. And this is why the focus step in manifesting is so important. It helps you get real about what it is that you want to manifest. So focus, intention, and visualization are the topics covered in my course first because they are so important to the success of manifesting. So do you know that saying, be careful what you wish for, you might get it? So think about wish and might get it. So what I say is be careful what you focus on because you'll get it. When you focus, you get. Okay? So let's try this again. So I want you to take a breath in and out, and put your hand on your heart. And ask yourself, what do I truly desire now? And let your heart speak. What do you really want? What is the focus of your desire? And let that emerge. And go ahead and those of you that want to share, go ahead and post that in the chat. What do you really want? Go ahead and post that in the chat. Right now, you're beginning the process of manifesting. Focus is the first step. Okay, so we got that one down. If you don't, you'll have to work on that, okay? But we're working on focus. Next, let's talk about visualization. Visualization is an important tool to manifesting because it helps to make your focus crystal clear. No focus, no manifesting. All right, so visualization is extremely important. And what you're going to do now is you're going to use your imagination to visualize the details of what you desire. Right? Picture it in detail. What does it look like? How do you feel about it? What feelings come up for you as you see the details of what it is that you desire? And how much detail are you seeing? A little or a lot? And go ahead and post that in the chat. Are you seeing a little detail? Are you seeing no detail? Or are you seeing a lot of detail? The more detail you can visualize, right, the quicker you'll manifest exactly what it is that you desire. If you aren't getting details, you probably also are not focused. So go back and ask yourself that tough question. What do I really want in detail in order to get laser focused? So now I want you to visualize that you manifested your desire. You already have it. You already got what you want. It's done. Right? Now, take a look at your imagination and the details. How did you do it? Is it exactly as you visualized, or is it different? And how do you feel about it? And do you feel the same, or do you feel differently? And here's the really big question. Do you still want it? Now that you've got it, do you still want it? Go ahead and post your response in the chat. Tell me, do you still want it now? Or don't you really want it? So visualization, in addition to helping make your focus crystal clear, it also helps to open up your intuition. Feelings act as intuitive clues to help you recognize the right opportunities and the right steps to take, as you're trying to manifest, particularly when things are happening really fast. You're manifesting, it might start happening really fast. Opportunities are coming, you're meeting the right people, the right situations, maybe multiple people and multiple situations, and you want to try to figure out which ones to say yes and no to. So in the course, I guide you through the 3 types of visualization that I use in manifesting. Visualizing the details, visualizing the details as though it's happening right now, and visualizing it's done. You already have what you desire. We just went through 2 of those, visualizing the details and visualizing it's done. And the 3 types of visualization give you different types of information as you are in the manifesting process or as you're trying to get what you want. For example, you may visualize the next step forward very clearly and be able to take that step today or tomorrow or whenever it's appropriate. You may recognize the need to refine your focus. You may realize that you don't really care much about your desire as you thought you did. Or you may realize and see perfectly clearly in your visualization that you're going to manifest what you desire very quickly, and you need to prepare to receive exactly what it is that you desire, maybe much sooner than you had anticipated. And visualization helps you with all of that. So, I'll share a little story with you about myself. In 2001, while I was laying on the beach in Hawaii on vacation, I decided that I'd like to buy a vacation home here. And I called a realtor, and I walked into 3 properties, and I bought property number 3 while I was on vacation. That week, It happened that fast. Right? So I needed to be crystal clear on what it was that I wanted, how I felt about it, so that I could recognize those same feelings as a yes when I walked into the right property for me. And that's exactly what I did. And right now, I am broadcasting this webinar live from that house. So you see, that's how fast and how quickly it can work. Sometimes you may find yourself doing all the steps to manifest, but it's not working. And there are several reasons that your power to manifest may be blocked. But I want to share with you the number one reason why most people are not manifesting. And the number one reason why your manifesting power may be blocked is this. You're not making room in your life or in your schedule to accept what it is that you manifest. That's it. I know it sounds really simple, and it is. But I can't tell you how many times I go through the process of teaching manifesting or talk to people about manifesting, and I watch them manifest what they want, and I also watch them say no, and they don't accept it. You have to leave time and space in your life to say yes to when your desires appear, or when you manifest your desire, or when it just suddenly drops in your lap unexpectedly, because it can happen that quick. To leave room in your schedule for the unexpected opportunities that lead you to the next step in your manifesting process, or the unexpected drop in your lap of exactly what it is that you desire. Right? So oftentimes what I'll hear people say is, and it's the last thing, right, that you want to hear yourself saying, is that's exactly what I want, but I'm too busy now to take it. I can't take that opportunity. I can't, accept that. I can't make that move. I can't agree to that. And it's exactly what you wanted. And I hear that a lot. Well, it happened just exactly what I wanted, but I had to say no because of time. So ask yourself this question. Do you overschedule yourself? Do you find yourself saying, I'm too busy. I'm too busy for this. I'm too busy for that. If you are, you're overscheduling yourself. And you need to leave what I call some sacred space in your schedule to say yes when the universe just drops an opportunity or drops your desire right into your lap, particularly unexpectedly. So what can you do today or tomorrow to free up some time? Are you just making yourself super busy by scheduling every single minute, feeling guilty about maybe not, having every minute scheduled? Maybe you were trained that way, from a young age. You need to be able to have some free time, right? So that's your next step, right? We worked on focus, we worked on visualization. Your next step is to get rid of the number one reason why most people block their own abilities to manifest by making space in your schedule right now. Free space, okay, without feeling guilty about it. So let's recap. Today you learned that a clear focus is necessary to start manifesting exactly what it is that you want, exactly what it is that you desire, right, in detail. And that you've also learned that visualization is a manifesting tool that helps you get clear on your focus and also opens up your intuition so you know what to do next or which steps to say yes to. And you've also learned that overscheduling yourself is the number one reason why manifesting powers may be blocked for you. It's because you don't have time to say yes. You don't give yourself the gift of sacred space. So now that you know more, you'll be able to do more with your powers of manifesting. So let's talk, let's talk about the full course, Manifesting Your Desires with Lisa Rose. First, the introductory price of the course is $35. That's right, $35. That is less than I pay to go out for dinner and drinks with a couple of friends. Right? So on Saturday, however, the price is going up to $57. So I'm having an introductory price of $35. And then the actual price for the course, the real living price for the course will be $57. And that happens on Saturday at noon Pacific Standard Time. So if you buy it before Saturday, you'll learn how to manifest for less than the cost of dinner and drinks out with friends. And what I'll do now is I'll post a link in the chat so those of you who want to buy the course can go ahead and grab that at the lower price. Okay? The full course, the full course teaches you how to manifest. Today we talked about the whys of manifesting. The course is going to teach you how to manifest. It's the same step-by-step process that I've used to manifest whatever I want for years. Okay, and I've manifested things like income, additional income, multiple income streams, vacations that I can afford, houses that I want to buy, relationships, opportunities, solutions to problems, to business problems or to personal problems, great deals, teachers. When I was looking for a teacher to be an intuitive, I was able to manifest one in the moment. Connections, right? Even objects or bargains, parking spaces. Once a taxi in a remote location where taxis don't usually go. I still can't believe that one. So if you use this process and what you are trying to manifest is in alignment with your highest and best good, you will be manifesting. You'll be manifesting quickly. So in addition to expanding on what you learned in this webinar today, the course also includes video modules on the role of intention and taking action in manifesting, the possibilities and challenges in the manifesting process, and also dealing with blocks to your ability to manifest. And there are more blocks that come up besides overscheduling. That's the number one reason that I see, but there are others, and I talk about those. So I know this course will help you change the way that you manifest. It'll also probably help you get more clear on what it is that you want to manifest if you're not really sure. A lot of people already know what they want, and some aren't quite sure. And it will help you get started right away, okay? So now I think I've covered the 20 minutes that we have together today. So I'm going to close the webinar. That went by really fast, and thank you for coming. It was a pleasure to have you participate. And if you're ready to learn how to manifest, sign up for the full course. I made it for you, and I made it at a price that everybody can afford. So have a wonderful evening, and love and light to you. Bye for now.